Hello friends, welcome to Cinema Satsang once again. Today we are going to talk about casting. Yes, casting. A very interesting department in filmmaking. And this video is mainly for aspiring actors. Casting is a specialized term, and as I said, it is a very special and important department in cinema. Good casting or bad casting can make or break a film. Hollywood has always had a casting department, a casting director. Whereas in Bollywood, in Hindi cinema, in olden times, there was no specialization of casting. There was no casting director. Once you become a police officer, you are always a police officer. Remember Iftikhar in Dawn? Yes, that police officer. He had a very good role in Dawn. But poor chap, he has been cast as a police officer in hundreds of films. Once you are a judge, you are always a judge. Once you are a comedian, you are always a comedian. Once you are a villain, you are always a villain. So it was very difficult, and it still is very difficult to break the casting mold in Hindi cinema. Even for stars, they play stars, not actors. They don't become the character, they are stars. So, it's very difficult to break the mold. See, if I give you an example from earlier times, Mr. Amjad Khan, who was a great actor, and we all know he was launched as Gabbar Singh in Sholay. But look at the hundreds of films in which he played the villain. He got a chance to break the mold only maybe in one or two films like Yarana, where he played kind of a grey character, and then Satyajit Ray had cast him in Shatranj Ke Khiladi. Yes, which was a fantastic role again. But that eye of the director was there to see him, to imagine him in a different light. Although directors do the final selection of actors, but casting directors need to have a very good eye for talent. They need to discover new talent all the time. I also did casting, and used to visit Prithvi Theatre in Mumbai all the time. And there was a showcase of talent, a lot of talented actors there. Recently, one actor made it big, Jim Sarb. He was there in Nirja and one Bansali film, although I didn't have a hand to play in that. And then I had spotted Gitanjali Kulkarni ji. Gitanjali Kulkarni, I had given her a small role. I had cast her in a small role in Kundan Shah's P Se PM Tak, Kundan sir's last film. Yeah, I did casting for that. जी हाँ, उसमें लाश भी थी और लाश जिंदा भी हो जाती है, जाने भी दो यारों की तरह, पर इतनी अच्छी बन नहीं पाई. So the point which I was making was Gitanjali ji was cast in a small role in that, and then later on she went on to do that cult play Piya Behrupiya and acted in the Marathi film Court, which went from India for the Oscars. So there are a lot of talented actors still waiting to be discovered. But if you talk about Bollywood, if you talk about the Hindi film industry, what was a game changer was, I think Gangs of Wasepur was a game changer in terms of casting. Each and every character was cast well, even in small parts. So that was a kind of a game changer. Like Sing Sound, अगर आप Sing Sound की बात करें, if we talk about Sing Sound, Lagan was a game changer in India in terms of Sing Sound. Although many people might be, not many, but Shyamji used to use Sing Sound and maybe one or two others. But like a game changer, Wasepur was a game changer in terms of casting. After that, there is become, casting has become more and more important. It has gained more and more intensity, and now everyone, even for a small line, does proper casting. Even if there are no lines, if you are on the screen for 30 seconds, the casting directors insist on an audition or a look test. Some of the big casting directors in Bollywood right now are, which might be good information for aspiring actors. Of course, Mukesh Chhabra, who did casting for Gangs of Wasepur, Part 1, Part 2, and PK, Sacred Games. Then there is Nandini Shrikant. Then there is Jogi Ji. Yes, Jogi Ji did casting for Vicky Donor, and then he specialized in Delhi films. जिसको भी दिल्ली की फिल्म बनानी हो वो जोगी जी के पास चला जाता था. But now after that he is now become a big casting director. Then there is Shanu Sharma, who does exclusively for Yash Raj. Recently Sui Dhaga came out, in which she did a good job. Then she launched Bhumi Pednekar in Dum Laga Ke Haisha. Yeah, remember that girl, that healthy girl. Even Ranveer Singh, I think she launched Ranveer Singh. Then we had Atul Mongia, who's no longer a casting director. He's become an acting coach now, but he did casting for films like Shanghai, etc. That brings me to another point of casting in the industry, that there are some casting directors. Also, there are casting coordinators who help the casting directors get the right actor. They provide them with the data. Sometimes casting directors themselves have a huge database, but casting coordinators also help the casting directors sometimes. Like I helped Atul Mongia get an actor from Kolkata called Dinesh Vadera for the film Shanghai, Divakar Banerjee's Shanghai. But casting coordinators don't have a good name in Bollywood, because most of them are not they don't know their job well, and if you ask for a 18-year-old girl, a 50-year-old woman might land up at your audition, or if you ask for a 50-year-old person, a 18-year-old person might land up at your doorstep. So for a good film you need good casting, and you need a good casting director, and of course we have casting coordinators to help them. Another good casting director, a team, they were a team, Shruti Parag. They did some very good films as a team. But now Parag Mehta works separately and Shruti Mahajan works separately. So Shruti Parag, another very good casting directors in Mumbai. But the senior most casting director of Mumbai, when casting was not in vogue, not in fashion in the Bollywood, in the Indian film industry, in the Hindi film industry, is Amita Sehgal ji. Yes, Amita Sehgal ji has done over 1,000 commercials, and she has made ad gurus like Prahlad Kakkar and all. So she used to cast for all these fantastic commercials, and she has a great eye for talent, for faces, for ad faces. She has also done films like Black and Guzarish. She launched Aditya Roy Kapoor. She referred Irfan Khan in that Angelina Jolie film, and she was also worked as an EP in many films. She was EP in Bandit Queen, and Timangshu Dhulia was the casting director. Yes, Timangshu Dhulia, who's a director now, he was the casting director of Bandit Queen, and she was the EP. So both of them worked in tandem, and then she helped Timangshu Dhulia with his film Hasil. She was the EP in that, and she helped him launch his career. So Amita Sehgal ji is the senior most casting director in Mumbai. When we talk about casting, one name I have to mention, not of a casting director, but of a director, Mr. Shyam Benegal, one of the greatest directors of the parallel cinema movement in India. Yes, you can call him the biggest casting director, because he launched Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, Mr. Om Puri, Mr. Kulbhushan Karwanda, Mr. Anant Nag, Smita Patil ji. Yes, he caught, I think, her from, she was a newsreader, and he cast her after looking at her newsreel. He didn't audition her, he just looked at the newsreel and then spoke to her and cast her. Nafisa Ali, Shabana Azmi, Neena Gupta, Lucky Ali, the list is endless, Amrish Puri. So you can easily call him the best casting director of India. Now let me tell you briefly about me as a casting director. I have done Kundan Shah's last film, P से PM तक. बहुत मज़ा आया कुंदन सर के साथ काम करने में. पर unfortunately, technically, I don't think film इतनी अच्छी बन पाई. But we were looking for an actress for that film, and Kundan sir took me to Pen Productions, and I was the first person to be signed because I was the casting director on that film. सर ने मुझे कहा कि अगर तुम लड़की नहीं खोज पाए इस फिल्म के लिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारे एक्ट्रेसेस के साथ सर पहले करना चाहते थे बट समथिंग डिडंट वर्क आउट, इफ यू कांट फाइंड अ गुड एक्ट्रेस हु मैच द लुक ऑफ दैट कैरेक्टर फॉर दैट फिल्म, आई वोंट मेक द फिल्म, sir said. So you can imagine the importance of casting and casting director for that particular film. But by God's grace, we found the girl, and the girl is Meenakshi Dikshit. We found her in 15 days. But that's another story, that we took 4 months to find the right suitable boy for that heroine. Many TV actors were auditioned, like Gurmeet Chaudhary and Karan Singh Grover, and some talented actors like Manav Kaul, Deepak Dobriyal, Jaideep Alawat, and many others. But finally sir took his own assistant, who was an actor, who was working with sir because sir liked his smile. Sir thought कि उसकी स्माइल संजीव कुमार जैसी थी. तो ये थी छोटी सी स्टोरी, एनेक्डोट अबाउट कुंदन सर्स लास्ट फिल्म पी से पीएम तक. देन आई हैव डन कास्टिंग फॉर ऑल्ट बालाजी's बॉयगिरी, one Rakesh Om Mehra production, a docu-fiction on Mr. K.P. Singh, and some ads, commercial films I have done. For Legrand, I cast good actors like Sagar Deshmukh, Rupa Burgaonkar, and PNB commercials where I cast Shashwata Chatterjee, who played Bob in Kahani, and Saurabh Nair, among others. So this has been my short journey as a casting director. Now, very important for aspiring actors, what is the casting process? What is the audition process? You know now who are the big casting directors, you know casting coordinators are involved, and you know you need to get your proper pictures clicked. That is another story. That is another part of how the portfolio should be. That is another for another day. But let me just tell you briefly what is the process of audition, because I was amazed when I was teaching in a big film school and some actors came from a big film school, acting school. They didn't know how to audition. They didn't know how to hold the slate. First, you have to go, you will be given a script for the audition, and your memory needs to be good, because mostly you will be given the script there and then. You won't be given the script in advance. If it's a shortlisted audition, you will be given the script in advance. But mostly you have to go there and you will get the script. You have to memorize the lines fast, and then your chance will come. And when your chance comes, you hold the slate like this, and your name will be written on the slate, and your age and your height and whatever information they want, maybe the name of the casting coordinator. You will hold the slate like this, and then they will take a picture of the slate, so that, and with your phone number, so that they don't forget it later on, unless of course the casting director knows you personally. He might not take your number. And then there will be a short introduction where they will take your full figure into consideration, and then you will have to give your profile. When you give your profile, after the profile you have given, you have to smile. And when they ask you for a brief introduction, keep the introduction brief. Don't go on talking about your Savdhan and crime episodes. Good. Slate it out. Intro. Action.
Hello, my name is Raj Gopalan, my age is 22 and my height is 5'11", and this is my profile.
Please open your specs, give your profile.
Thank you.
So as you saw in the demo, that this is the way in which the basic audition is given. So if you like our video, if you found it informative, please like, subscribe and share to Cinema Satsang more later.